हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, गुड मॉर्निंग। फिजिक्स में थियरी समझने में जो डिफिकल्टी होता है उसे दूर करेंगे और न्यूमेरिकल कैसे इजीली सॉल्व करेंगे उसे बताएंगे। आज लेक्चर नंबर 16 में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे गॉस लॉ और गॉस थ्योरम इन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, डिडक्शन ऑफ कूलम्ब्स लॉ फ्रॉम गॉस लॉ। ठीक है, अभी हम लोग गॉस लॉ और गॉस थ्योरम पढ़ेंगे। ठीक है, सो गॉस लॉ और गॉस थ्योरम इन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स। दिस लॉ uses Gaussian surface. It is an imaginary closed surface such that electric field intensity at all points on the surface is same. ठीक है, this law is known as basic law because Coulomb's law can be derived from it. अभी इसका स्टेटमेंट देखेंगे। ठीक है, सो स्टेटमेंट ऑफ गॉस लॉ। According to Gauss theorem, total electric flux through any closed surface in free space is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times the total electric charge enclosed by the surface. That is, phi is equal to closed surface integration of E vector dot ds vector is equal to q by epsilon 0, where q is the total charge enclosed by the surface, epsilon 0 permittivity of the free space, and phi total electric flux passing through the closed surface. ठीक है, अभी इसका प्रूफ करेंगे। ओके, ठीक है, अभी इसका प्रूफ स्टार्ट करेंगे। ठीक है, लेट Q इज द चार्ज विच इज प्लेस्ड एट O. आवर ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट इज P. दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट इज एट ए डिस्टेंस R फ्रॉम द O. That means distance from between point O and R, the distance between point O and P is R. ठीक है, okay. So now we have to draw a Gaussian sphere by taking O as the center and R as the radius around the charge Q. So this is the radius, this is the center. So taking this radius around this charge Q, if we draw the Gaussian sphere, then we got this figure. ठीक है, this is the Gaussian sphere S. ठीक है, therefore this is the source charge, this is positive charge and it is a source charge. It produces electric field. ठीक है, and all the points on the surface of the sphere are at equal distance from the center O. Therefore, the electric field intensity on every point on the surface of the sphere is same. ठीक है, okay. So now we are interested to find the electric field intensity at P because P is the our observation point. So electric field intensity at P due to Q charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. Now the direction of electric field can be find out by placing plus 1 coulomb charge at P. This is positive charge, this plus 1 coulomb charge is positive charge, so there is a force of repulsion, then plus 1 coulomb charge will move in this direction. Therefore the direction of motion of the unit positive charge gives the direction of the electric field. That means electric field is acting radially outward. ठीक है, that means electric field is acting along the line joining between the point O and P. That means in this direction. ठीक है, okay. So electric field intensity in vector form can be written as E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square dot r cap. What is r cap? This r cap is the unit vector which gives the direction of electric field. Now select an area element on the surface of the sphere at point P. This is the surface of the sphere, and in the surface of the sphere we have selected an area element at P. So ds vector is the normal to the area element. Therefore this vector ds is perpendicular to the area element. The direction of ds vector and the direction of E vector are acting in same direction. ठीक है, therefore the angle between them is 0. So ds vector can be written as ds into n cap. What is n cap? N cap is the unit vector which is perpendicular to the area element ds. ठीक है, अभी डेरिवेशन देखेंगे. Let q an isolated point charge which is placed at O. S is the Gaussian surface of sphere with O as the center and radius r around the charge plus q. ठीक है, okay. Now electric field intensity at every point on the surface of the sphere due to charge plus q is E vector. So E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into r cap. ठीक है, where r cap is equal to unit vector which gives the direction of the electric field intensity at P. ठीक है, now ds vector is equal to area vector perpendicular to the area element ds on the surface of the sphere. So ds vector can be written as ds into n cap. What is n cap? n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the area element. ठीक है, here the surface element is ds. So ds is the very small area element. So electric flux which passes through this area element is also small amount of electric flux. ठीक है, so let d phi is the small amount of electric flux which passes through the area element ds. ठीक है, therefore d phi is equal to E vector dot ds vector. ठीक है, now putting the E vector value and ds vector value will get d phi is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into r cap and ds vector value is ds dot n cap. ठीक है, okay. So now see the r vector and n vector are along the same direction, therefore theta is equal to 0. So dot product of r vector dot n vector हम लोग को सबको पता है, dot product of a vector and b vector is equal to ab cos theta. A is the magnitude of a vector, b is the magnitude of b vector and cosine of the angle between the two vector. So here magnitude of r unit vector is equal to 1, magnitude of n unit vector is equal to 1 and cosine of the angle between them is theta, that is cos theta. Here theta is equal to 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So 1 into 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, r unit vector dot n unit vector is equal to 1. Putting this value, we will get d phi is equal to E vector dot ds vector, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into ds. ठीक है, so this d phi is the small amount of flux which passing through the small area element ds. To get the total electric flux which is passes through the entire surface of the sphere, we have to integrate this equation. ठीक है, so total electric flux through the entire surface, that is equal to phi is equal to closed surface integration of d phi, that is equal to closed surface integration of E vector dot ds vector, that is equal to closed surface integration of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into ds. So E vector dot ds vector का प्लेस में हम लोग लिखेंगे ये वैल्यू 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into ds. ठीक है, q is constant, 4 pi epsilon 0 is constant, r square is also constant because r is the distance of observation point from O. Here only variable is ds. हम सबको पता है क्लोज सरफेस इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ ds इक्वल टू सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द स्फीयर होता है. सो सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द स्फीयर इक्वल टू 4 पाई इंटू रेडियस स्क्वायर होता है. हियर रेडियस r है, देयरफॉर सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द स्फीयर इक्वल टू 4 पाई r स्क्वायर. सो पुटिंग the value closed surface integration s of ds is equal to 4 pi square, we will get phi is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square into 4 pi r square. ठीक है, so 4 pi r square cancel out हो जाएगा, then we will get phi is equal to q by एप्सिलॉन 0, ठीक है। अभी therefore now phi is equal to closed surface integration of E vector dot ds vector that is equal to q by epsilon 0, ठीक है, which is the Gauss law also called as Gauss theorem in electrostatics, ठीक है। ओके, हम लोग का बोर्ड एग्जाम में सीबीएसई बोर्ड एग्जाम, सीएचएसई बोर्ड एग्जाम, डिफरेंट स्टेट बोर्ड एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आता है लाइक स्टेट गॉस लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, स्टेट गॉस लॉ, स्टेट गॉस थियोरम, स्टेट एंड प्रूव गॉस थियोरम इन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक। अभी सम इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हम लोग देखेंगे, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट, व्हेन द क्लोज सरफेस डज नॉट कंटेन एनी चार्ज, हम लोग को पता है phi is equal to closed surface integration of E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times of total charge enclosed. Since there is no charge inside the surface, therefore total charge enclosed is 0 because no charge is present inside the surface. So phi is equal to 0. Therefore electric flux through closed surface containing no charge is 0, ठीक है। अभी सेकेंड पॉइंट देखेंगे, when the closed surface contains two charges of equal in magnitude and opposite in sign, that means phi is equal to closed surface integration S is equal to E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times of total charge enclosed. So total charge is plus q plus minus q, so these two charges cancel out, so it becomes 0. So 1 by epsilon 0 times of total charge enclosed is equal to 0, so phi is equal to 0. Hence inward flux cancel out outward flux, so net electric flux throughout the closed surface will be 0, ठीक है। अभी पॉइंट नंबर 3 देखेंगे, when the closed surface contain many point charges, say n number of charges present inside the closed surface, then phi is equal to closed surface integration S E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times of total charge enclosed. यहाँ टोटल चार्ज कितना होगा, Q1 plus Q2 plus dot dot Qn because n number of charges present, ठीक है। ओके, अभी पॉइंट नंबर 4 देखेंगे। सो द नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स थ्रू ए क्लोज सरफेस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नेट अमाउंट ऑफ चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड within the surface, but it is independent of the size of the closed surface. Now, the net amount of electric flux through any closed surface is directly proportional to, that is directly depend upon the net amount of charge present within the closed surface, but it is independent, it does not depend upon the size of the closed surface, ठीक है। ओके, अभी पॉइंट नंबर 5 देखेंगे, ए पॉइंट चार्ज आउटसाइड ए क्लोज सरफेस डज नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट टू द नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स थ्रू द सरफेस, दैट मीन्स a charge present inside the closed surface can contribute for the flux calculation, but a charge which is present outside the closed surface does not contribute for the flux calculation, ठीक है। ओके, अभी पॉइंट नंबर 6 देखेंगे, if the medium surrounding the charge has a dielectric constant k, ठीक है, then flux equal to q by k times of epsilon 0, हम सबको पता है k इक्वल टू एप्सिलॉन r होता है, सो दैट इज इक्वल टू q बाय एप्सिलॉन 0 एप्सिलॉन r, दैट इज phi इक्वल टू q बाय एप्सिलॉन, हम सबको पता है एप्सिलॉन इक्वल टू एप्सिलॉन 0 इनटू एप्सिलॉन r एंड इट इज द परमिटिविटी ऑफ द मीडियम, ठीक है। ओके, अभी हम लोग देखेंगे डिडक्शन ऑफ कूलम्स लॉ फ्रॉम गॉस लॉ, डिडक्शन ऑफ कूलम्स लॉ फ्रॉम द गॉस लॉ, ठीक है। ओके, अभी हम लोग कूलम्स लॉ डेराइव करेंगे फ्रॉम गॉस लॉ, ठीक है। ओके, लेट Q1 be the point charge which is placed at O and our observation point is P and this observation point is at a distance R from the O, ठीक है। Now we'll draw a Gaussian sphere taking O as the center, R as the radius around this charge Q1, ठीक है। So we'll draw the Gaussian surface by taking O as the center and R as the radius around the charge Q1. Then we'll get this closed surface S, ठीक है। So Q1 is the now source charge. It develops electric field. Therefore, the electric field on the surface of the sphere at point P is equal to E vector. This E vector is directed radially outward. So, here this is point O, this is point P. So, this electric field intensity is acting between the line joining of the point in this direction, along the line joining of this point. So, from O to P in this direction. ठीक है. So, this electric field intensity at P is directed radially outward. अभी derivation देखेंगे. ठीक है. Let Q1 be the point charge at O and P is the observation point at a distance r from O. Draw a Gaussian sphere with radius r and O as the center around this charge plus Q1. The electric field at P due to plus Q1 charge is E vector and it is acting radially outward. ठीक है. Okay. Now select a area element on the surface of the sphere. So select a area element on the surface of the sphere at P. So this is the point P. Here this is the small area element ds. So ds vector is perpendicular to the area element. Therefore, the ds vector, since the ds vector is perpendicular to the area element, that means it is acting in this direction, and electric field intensity is also acting in this direction. Therefore, ds vector and E vector are acting in same direction. ठीक है. Okay. अभी देखेंगे derivation को. So take a small area element ds on the surface of the sphere at P. So according to the Gauss theorem, closed surface integration S E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times of total charge enclosed. So this sphere encloses this charge Q1. Therefore, total charge enclosed is Q1. So closed surface integration E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times of Q1. ठीक है. This is E vector, this is ds vector. So dot product of these two vector. So magnitude of E vector is E, magnitude of ds vector is ds, and cosine of the angle between them is cos theta. So E ds cos theta. So closed surface integration of E ds cos theta is equal to Q1 by epsilon 0. ठीक है. Since the ds vector and E vector are acting in same direction, therefore the angle between E and ds vector, E vector and ds vector is 0. ठीक है. So cos theta, that is cos 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, we will get closed surface integration E dot ds, closed surface integration of E into ds is equal to Q1 by epsilon 0. ठीक है. So closed surface integration of E into ds is equal to Q1 by epsilon 0, but E is constant at all points on the surface of the sphere because all the points on the surface of the sphere are at a same distance from the point O. Therefore, all the points on the Gaussian surface are at same electric field intensity. ठीक है. So electric field intensity at all points is same. Therefore, E is taken as constant. So हम लोग अभी इसको क्या करेंगे, इंटीग्रेशन का बाहर ले लेंगे. So E into closed surface integration of ds is equal to Q1 by epsilon 0. हम सबको पता है closed surface integration of ds is equal to surface area of the sphere. Surface area of the sphere is 4 pi into radius square. Here r is the radius, therefore surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. ठीक है. Therefore, putting this value will get E into 4 pi r square is equal to Q1 by epsilon 0. So after solving, we will get E is equal to Q1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. ठीक है. अभी क्या करेंगे हम लोग, we will put another Q2 charge at P. We will place another Q2 charge at P. The field intensity at P is E. So charge at P is Q2. ठीक है. So Q1 is positive charge which is at O. Q2 is positive charge which is at P. Both are positive charge. So there is a force of repulsion. ठीक है. So the force which is acting at P, that is the force which is acting on Q2 charge, equal to charge at P multiply with electric field intensity at P. Charge at P is Q2. Electric field intensity at P is E. Putting the value of E, that is Q1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square, we will get force experienced on charge Q2 is equal to F is equal to Q2 Q1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, that is F is equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. ठीक है. So this is the Coulomb's law. ठीक है. ओके. सो हम लोग का डिफरेंट स्टेट बोर्ड में, CHSE बोर्ड में, CBSE बोर्ड में क्वेश्चन आता है कि डेराइव Coulomb's law using Gauss law. Applying Gauss theorem, derive an expression for electric field at a point due to point charge. Coulomb's law can be derived from Gauss law. Similarly, Gauss law can be derived from Coulomb's law. So, Gauss law and Coulomb's law are complement to each other. ठीक है. But Gauss law is more general than Coulomb's law. ठीक है. ओके. मेरा वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और मेरा चैनल सौरभ क्लासेस को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.